Octane, man. What's good? What's good? Y'all come on in. Come on in. I don't think I'm gonna be playing. I just want to talk for a second, man. Talk for a second, cause I think I've been on a rock or something. You know what I mean? And I just watched this disturbing body cam footage of this shooting that I didn't even know anything about until about 2 hours ago. Um, it's disturbing, and I just wanna, you know, I want to know how other people feel if they have um, seen the video, and I'm gonna be reading off some of these comments before they even decide to shut these type of videos down. Let me see if I can, cause I want to interact and know who's all in the chat room before I'm gonna get started anyways. So it really don't matter. I was just gonna go live without doing a video game, but I didn't feel like it. I'm in bed and I didn't feel like setting up everything or even sitting up to even do this. So I just decided to turn on my game and talk about this situation. I wonder why this is not working. Let me close this. Remind me later on this. And it's when I seen it, man, like I seen it about an hour, maybe an hour and a half ago, and I was on actually on a game with my bro playing 2K, and that's when I first seen it, and I was like, let me stop watching this because it's gonna make me. I know it's gonna make me angry. You know what I mean? And I always been the type to look at everything at its whole entirely. You know what I mean? And so I turned the video off and continued to play the game. And then we played a few more games. I got off. Decided to call my girl, but I changed my mind. I just got back on YouTube. And I had told him before I got off, I said, I know, knowing me, I know I'm going to go back and watch that video, you know. And when I got off, I didn't immediately go watch the video. I just started to watch the press conference of, the family and everybody. And I'm sitting there looking. I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm listening. And they're speaking about the video that I had just seen maybe an hour ago, but I didn't finish it. So I'm listening to these people talk about it, right? And the things that, like, what made me turn the video off was what the officer was saying to the lady. And before they even got to that point, when they arrived, it took like 4 minutes and 12 seconds to be exact before she opened the door. And everything was cool. She was like she felt like somebody was, you know, intrude in our house or whatever, and that's what she called them for or whatever. And they continue to state that, you know, wasn't nobody around the house. They checked the perimeter and all this and that, yada 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 yada. But and they kept asking, did she need anything else? And she was like, no. And they was like, okay, who vehicle is this? It was just something about this vehicle that made him stay there and continue to question her about the vehicle. She continued to tell them that the vehicle wasn't hers. They kept saying, why is it in your driveway? She continued to say, I don't know. Somebody drove here and left it there. You know, that particular thing right there was strange to me. You know, you came there for this. You told her this. She said okay. She was ready to go back in the house, but you continue to pursue. Who vehicle is this? Okay. So one thing that we all gotta do and understand is to learn your rights, man. Learn your rights. You know, they're there for you to know. You know, I sit here and speak and say, learn your rights, learn your rights, learn your rights, learn your rights. I got a degree in criminal justice, so I know my rights. I don't know them verbatim as well as I did when I was going to school for criminal justice, but I know most of them through its entirety. If I think about it, you know, each one of them, I can remember most parts of it and what the understanding of them, you know. And with this video, me seeing this video of this young black woman get shot down like she did, that means we failing. We failing as a culture. We're failing as mothers and fathers if we don't teach our kids, you know, their rights, you know, and how to protect themselves when they sense or fear danger. You know, when 911 is called, you know, we were taught that they were to protect and serve. They're to protect us and serve us. That's been out the window for years, for decades, you know, and it's been proven over and over and over and over and over. It's been proven over and over and over and over. Um, Hold on, give me 1 second. Cause I don't know why this is doing this. It's been proven over and over and over, and it's been decades. And yeah, I'm rambling. It's 2:53 my time, but I felt this was necessary, and that's if someone's listening, and if no one is listening. You know, somebody might catch the playback and say, "Hey, maybe he was playing a game or whatever." I should have did a video, but at this moment, I didn't feel like it. But so I went after I watched a little bit of the press conference that the family was doing, and they were stating what the cop was saying, what was happening in the video, and this and that. So I turned that off, and I immediately went back to the video and started where I left off. And I watched it. And even though I know it was gonna be hard for me to continue to watch it and listen, I did it. I had to do it for myself. And the feeling that I got from it was anger. Um, so angry to the point that my blood was boiling. My blood was boiling like individuals like that has a badge and feel like that they can abuse their power and kill people and nothing's supposed to happen and you could just walk freely. And here's the thing, I'm quite sure, and this is just for, and all this is on a video, so I mean, I don't think I'm violating any guidelines, but I really don't give a fuck. I always say YouTube don't run me, I run YouTube. You know, it's just a fucking platform, and that's what they do. They try to run you, not gonna run me. Say what the fuck I want, do what the fuck I want. Always have, always will. But so when they went in this house, man, before they even went in the house, he asked her, "Do you have ID?" Once he asked her who vehicle this was or whatever. Now, mind you, she seemed a little. I wouldn't say all for. I wouldn't say. I don't want to say. I want to say you could tell something was bothering her or something was a little off. But hey, it is what it is. She's not harming nobody. She's in her own household. She called for help. That's what you're supposed to came and did, but you didn't. Instead, you came and murdered that woman. But let's keep going. So once they asked her about the vehicle, and she continued to tell them she didn't know, the first thing that I seen that was violated was her Fourth Amendment rights was violated. Because what are you asking her for her information for? What do you need her ID for? She called you. She called for y'all help. She didn't commit a crime or anything like that. What's up, bro? So why did you have to ask her for her information? She didn't commit a crime. She wasn't being detained. She wasn't under arrest. So she didn't have to do that. So let me tell you the game that he played. Once he did that for one reason and one reason only, and that was to gain access into her household. But let's keep it going though. So he goes in and she's like, I want to show y'all my paperwork. You know, I want to show y'all my paperwork. Why is my computer doing this? Maybe I need to restart it. I know if I restart this, it's going to do something else though. So she basically she kept telling like I want to show you the paperwork, and then First, she looked for ID, and then she put her purse back down. She's like, I want to show y'all my paperwork. And he's like, no, let's take it one step at a time. Give us your ID. She was like, I can't find my ID. And then the other officers say, hey, maybe it's in this stack right here, you know. And um, he was like, you're not in trouble. You're not in any trouble, you know. What's your last name? And she was like, and then he had this look on his face like, motherfucker, I know you know your last name. That's what I got out of it. You know, when I'm looking at his face expression, you know what I'm saying? He's getting irritated. She's irritated because why the fuck? I could tell she was irritated because she want to show them something. They don't want to see that. They want to see ID, yada 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 yada. So me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get to see. I watched the video, but I don't know if I was just like so angry that I missed this part. But I don't know when did she get up to get to the pot of boiling water. But I seen the part where she was holding the water in the boiling water. She was holding like getting it off the stove, or whatever. Right. So he was like, something about steaming water or something like that. Because I'm telling you, I was in and out. Like I was so angry that it's like I was hearing and seeing it, but wasn't. I guess I just wasn't really. I just was in my own zone, like because I was so angry and I just seen what I would be doing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it just had me that upset. So I seen her with the pot and he said something about steam, and then um, I'm trying to get this computer to stop tripping. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this off and come back in. I was gonna do a live video, man, but like I said, I'm in my fucking bed, man. I'm in my fucking bed and I just don't feel like setting up everything. So, so she was like, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," and she said it again. He said something. He said, "What do you say?" And she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Now, mind you, he's maybe 5, 6 feet away from her. It's a like a counter or a small island in between them. He took it upon himself to say, "Put the pot down, or I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking face." All right, we gonna stop right there, and we just gonna be honest with each other. We know damn well police officers aren't supposed to say no shit like that. Number one, that is a threat, a serious threat, especially when you got your gun drawn, pointing at somebody, and you're saying it with strong conviction that this is what you want to do and what you're going to do. When he said that because that's what he want to do and was going to do and did. That's what he was feeling. So when he said that and then he pointed the gun at us, she said, Okay, I'm sorry. She ducked down, and when she rose back up, he did exactly what he said. He did exactly what he said to an unarmed black woman. No weapon. Never tried to toss any scalding hot water towards any officer in that household. And he shot her. He murdered her in her home for no reason. No reason at all. He had no reason at all. She wasn't no threat to them, either of them. When he did that, the bullshit went on. Now, this young black woman was laying on the floor, shot, gasping for breath, gargling in her own blood, fighting for her life to breathe. And the other officer, he knew that was bullshit. But he had some type of humanity to him. I'm gonna go get my med kit. You know what this punk motherfucker said to him? It don't matter. She's going, it's a headshot. But all this time you can hear her trying to breathe, gargling in her own blood. So he continued to go on and say, just let the fucking, and then he thought about it. Because the one officer he had his body cam on, but he didn't. He turned his on after he shot her. And then when he said that, when he said no to him, it's too late and she's effing, they just let her effing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, common sense will let you know. If you see the video, common sense will fill in the words for you of what he wanted to say. Then he had to think about it. I'm on camera. I shouldn't say that. Right? So he continued to say, oh, I wasn't finna get scalding hot water through in my face. And it's right here. It's right by me. It came right by us. No, the fuck it didn't. Now you in, I need to make something up to save my ass. This is the part. Soon he knew he fucked up because they was fuck. Study saying fuck. Yeah. You know that movie? You know you fucked up. You know you done fucked up, don't you? So now he's in survival mode now. Now he's in survival mode. I need to think of something to survive because I know I done fucked up. So I gotta make some shit up to make it seem like she done something to make me discharge my firearm and murder her in this house. So they hurry up and dispatch needed EMT, um, female shot in the head. You know what I'm saying? Then they show the other body cam. I don't know how they got the body cam to what they did, but they show the other one, and you can hear him a lot better in the second part. Excuse me. So this man when he told him that he was going to get the med kit, he told him that it was a headshot. It doesn't make no sense, nothing we can do. But you could go get it if you want to. So during all this time, y'all, this lady, this young black lady, is on the floor, bleeding very heavily and still alive. And you can hear one of them say, she's still alive, but there's nothing we can do. What do you mean? Every second counts. You did what you did because you wanted to do it. See, that's one thing about police officers, man. One thing about police officers is they think they are above the fucking law. I'm not going to even say they think because obviously, obviously, it's real. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's real. Um, it's just crazy how these police officers just can come in your household, murder you, and then make up a story like you did something to make them do what they done to you. This woman has kids that will no longer get a chance to see their mother again. And for them to be at that press conference and have to sit there and endure listening to how that police officer murdered their mother was sad. It was fucked up. And I'm looking at these kids and I'm knowing what they're going through because I lost my mom. Not to no murder or anything like that. I just don't have my mom no more. So I know what they feeling because I felt that pain before. And sometimes I see videos and I just stick to myself and don't say anything about it. But this particular one right here, it dug deep to where I had to talk about it because I'm sitting here alone in my bed and it just it's making me so upset that I gotta talk about it to be able to get it out. I don't know what when are we going to wake up and pay attention to what the fuck is going on. If we go back a few years, just go back a few years, it was us black men that was getting knocked off. Every other video you see, everything that's coming on the news, you're hearing another black man has been shot down by some police officer in some part of the world. And our black women was afraid for our black men. Now it's reversed. We start killing our black women. And now they are afraid. It's 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 proof in the pudding, y'all. It's proof in the pudding. And I can go on and on and on with this, but I'm gonna read a few comments from this. I'm gonna read a few comments from this video, and then I'm gonna, you know, try to watch me something to get this off my head, off my heart. I need to start me a podcast and start just talking about things like this. You know what I'm saying? Or just start going live instead of just doing it the way I'm doing it now and just talk about it. But it's crazy how one day you here and the next day you gone. And nobody never understand it until it hits close to home. Or they had to experience somebody close to them going through this or going through something similar or somebody, it's you won't never know how much pain it is until it's someone close to you. So everybody can go live their lives and be like, and I used to be one of those people. I used to be one of those people that can hear about somebody passing, and I don't know the person from Adam and Eve. I just heard about them passing, or did you hear about such and such? Like, oh yeah, and then I can go on about my day. But when my mama passed, it changed my perspective on life and death and how I conduct myself or how I think or feel about it. When my mom passed, it just made me understand that every time I heard or somebody told me that somebody passed, this what they was feeling, this what they had to deal with. If this what they had to deal with, I didn't want no parts of it because I still deal with it to this day, and it's not no good feeling. So now when I hear somebody pass or I see something like I just seen now, I feel bad for them. I feel sad for them. I wish comfort for them. I wish I had some type of remedy to help them cope with what they feeling. I don't know, man. People live life like it's always gonna be a tomorrow. You know, I don't even know how many kids you can go up to and say, "Hey, how old you think? How old you want to be? Like, what is the oldest age you think you'll make it to, or you want to be, or you want to make it to?" I don't even think they'll have an answer. If they do, they'll just be blurting out something, but it won't have true meaning to it. We got so many kids in this world that's not afraid to die, not afraid to do anything illegal. I don't know, man. This is a crazy world, man. And when we got, let me get me a water. Give me a second. Excuse me. When we got I don't even know where I was heading, man. And she got me so discombobulated. Hold on, let me get this. Let me get this water. We got you know what? I might play my game because I know I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep now after watching the shit that I just watched and seen. But I'm supposed to be read some of these comments, man. Let me read some of these comments, man. Okay, right here. All right, so what I'm looking at right now is 37,000 comments. 37,000 comments. Um, it already has over 1 million views, and it was 2 days ago. Okay, so one comment said him referring to her as crazy after he murdered with zero remorse is disgusting. That one particular comment has 364 replies. I'm not gonna dig off into those replies. I'm just gonna keep on. One person did some research, I guess, and said he worked at 6 different agencies in 4 years and had 2 DUIs. Why was he even a cop? That particular comment had 351 replies. Next reply, next comment. It said instead of keeping it short and sweet, that cop went on to start questioning her like he would a suspect, somehow made it into her house and eventually killing her. Now, these comments is from people who have watched this video and speaking true feelings of what they see. Next comment. It says, I noticed they told her to drop the pot twice. When she was holding the pot, she ducked down and then reached for the pot after they said to drop it the second time. And as she grabbed it, they said to drop the pot a third time and then immediately shot her. Now, mind y'all, all these comments is not gonna be sweet, and you know some people gonna try to justify That she shouldn't been holding the pot. I'm just saying, maybe. I don't know. But I'm gonna read quite a few and then I'm just gonna leave it at that. And um, maybe whoever sees this video thinking it's a game and it's a adult or whatever, and they want me to eventually do a video or something, I'll try to do that. Or I go live and just speak on it more when more adults is up or whatever. But this just, I needed to speak on this. One person said, why are they treating her like that? Their energy was off from the jump. Imagine calling the cops and they're treating you like a suspect. Another one said, you're a cop and you never heard of people surviving gunshot wounds to the head. Another person said, don't ever let cops in your house. Another comment said, the fact she asked for help and then said, please don't hurt me, she ended up dead at the end of the interaction is mind blowing. Another person said, it's so surreal how nonchalant and dismissive that cop is. As he didn't just shoot a woman in the face over a pot of hot water mere minutes ago. No remorse, no crying, just cursing the woman out in an irritated fashion. Now, with this person comment, I know what part they're talking about. When all the rest of the deputies and the EMT and everybody came, he continued to say, he continued to lie and said she basically was trying to throw the water on them or whatever. But at the same time, he said, the bitch is crazy. How dare you? How dare you just murder this woman and then say the bitch is crazy? What? Let me keep going before I get pissed. One person said, as soon as he said, shoot you in the effing head, before shooting, he lost all credibility for this to be justified. I'm not a judge, but it's common sense. Another one said, the cop asked him, where's the gun? Tells you he knows he was in the wrong for what he did. Exactly. They always try to look for something to justify the bullshit that they do. Another one said, I rebuke in the name of Jesus, hit a certain nerve. This is the spiritual warfare right there. May God rest his soul. Another, you asked her to go check the burner. Oh, so okay, that's what I missed. He asked her to go check the burner. And then they said, so they said you asked her to go check the burner, then you assume she's going to throw the water on you and kill her. Absolutely insane. Another comment, this is the type of stuff that causes people to think all cops are bad. Exactly. Another one said both of them drew their guns so quick at a woman with a pot of water. I can't understand. Two cops and a single woman with no weapon besides a pot of water at that distant. This is insane. Y'all see that? Distant. They were distant. They wasn't nowhere near her. Then they say 20 of them could show up to help clean up their own murder, but can't watch the woman's house for the night when she feels there's an intruder lurking. The way he degrades a woman he just murdered is disgusting. No regard for human life. This guy is a monster. This person uh has to be a cop. He says, or they say, I don't know if it's a he, she, whatever. I'm just reading comments. 46-year cop here handled a couple of hundred, a couple of hundreds of such calls. When he tells her that they looked around and there's no prowler, Python, how you doing? We talking about the lady that just got murdered a couple of days by cops, by a cop, by a sheriff's deputy. That's what we talking about. So he said 46-year-old cop, 46-year cop here, handled a couple of hundred of such calls. When he tells her that they looked around and there's no prowler there, we're done. That was one of my points. They were done. In the beginning of this video when I was talking about it, I said when they told her that they covered the area, they didn't see anybody, and she was ready to go in, she said okay, and he said, um, is there anything else we can help you with? It? She said no, and then she was kind of like yeah, and then she said no, and then he continued to ask, well, whose vehicle is this in your driveway? And she said I don't know, and he kept asking her, and then she said, well, I don't know. Somebody drove here and left it there. And then that right there, boom. Oh, can you call that in? Can I get your ID? No, you can't get my ID. I haven't committed a crime. I'm not under arrest, and I'm not being detained. I called y'all because I felt like somebody was intruding my house. That's how it's supposed to be. But let's keep going. So call is over. Back in the car and on to the next call. Now, one reason to enter the home when the boiling water came into play. Time to back out of the room and wish her a good night. No reason whatsoever to stick around. If the rumor about multiple agencies and 2 DUIs are true, someone really screwed the pooch on this decision to hire him, and the agency will pay like punitive damages. Now that was from maybe a retired cop or something like that. Not gonna lie, cops and authorities in the U.S. are the most stupid things ever. Not all of them, most of them. Python, most of them. Another comment said first degree murder. He only decided to fetch his trauma kit when he heard sirens approaching. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, another one said you asked your dispatch if there was any history of her being 1096. I heard that too. And then you told everyone she was 1096. You will get you will get the justice you deserve in prison for the rest of your miserable life. Another one saying yelling, drop the fucking pot to a lady dead on the ground is crazy. Yeah, after these shadow these studies said drop the fucking pot. You already do what you did. But like I said, he already stated what he wanted to do and what he wanted to say. I'm not American, I've never been. I love to be even I know most of them are egotistically as hell. Yes, they are. And honestly, just from me just living for the years that I've been living and being taught things that I've been taught that I found out that was lies once I started doing my own research and this and that. They always say land of the free, home of the brave. It's not real, man. It's not real. It's not real. You can come over here and live good, but whenever something bad comes your way, just look for the worst sometimes, especially when it comes to cops sometimes. Another one said, contact should have ended at, is there anything else we can help you with, ma'am? No, have a great night. Exactly. Somebody said they just took somebody's family member life like it was nothing. Exactly. One person said he wanted her dead from when she first answered the door. That was premeditated murder. He should get life in prison. Never let a cop inside your home without a warrant. Imagine without body cams. She didn't have the pot when she got down on the ground. She had the mitts in her hand. Yes. And you know, when I looked at it at first, I thought it was the pot. When she came back up, thinking that she could block the shots, but it was mitts. Mitts. she had been like, what she did was she dropped down with the pot. I think she set the pot down either on the counter or the floor when she went down. Because when he pointed the gun at her, she went down. So that means either she set the pot, she had to set the pot down on the floor when she ducked down because I didn't see it on the counter. And he was saying that the water was over by them. So when she lifted up, she had something red in her hand, which it had to be those mints, the oven mitts, and that's what he fired. Like she had the pot coming towards them or something. Um, Somebody said the way she immediately covered when he pulled out the gun, even when she clearly struggling mentally, that she was something was going on mentally, you know. Somebody said no one is talking about how she said, "Please don't hurt me," and he replied, "Why would you? Why would we hurt you? You called us at the very beginning." Yeah, she did say that. I remember that. The fact that he's trying to play victim is why he should get the maximum punishment. He just straight up murdered that woman. It took him over 2 minutes to walk 20 yards away to get a medical kit. He didn't want to touch her. Then proceeded to say he won't waste his med stuff. How is this even real life? Yeah, that was crazy. Saying that he won't waste his med stuff. What? Another one says she's still breathing, but she's losing a lot of blood from the head. She was still alive at this point. These officers had at least made an attempt to save her life. Yeah, and I think the one wanted to attempt, and then the sheriff um, basically changed his mind. Basically saying, um, "Don't get it. It's over with for her. Like it's a headshot. Like, come on now, man." Another one said the audacity this officer has to say that he wasn't going to waste his equipment on her is actually insane, and the fact that he didn't really care at all, he should be behind bars for life. The partner should be in jail too for standing there and not doing anything. I think he should be accountable for some things too, but he had more humanity than him. But I think conspiracy is conspiracy, right? Hey, I mean, if it goes to trial or anything like that, he is the number one witness. So he has to make a decision. Even when his decision got to be made when he go back to that or whenever somebody question him, whenever one of those officers, the head officers question him, his decision has to be the very it has to be one of the smartest things he has to do for his life, in his life. When they ask him a question, it's either you gonna help your fellow officer out or you gonna tell exactly what the fuck happened. Because if you got a good heart, he knows. If he has a good heart, he knows that he fucked up and he has to pay for it. So when the police go by, the fact of picking somebody up and trying to make somebody snitch on the next person and they don't want to snitch, and then you say, "Oh well, you gonna be held accountable too." That's the position he's in. That's the position he's in. Another person says she asks him not to hurt her. He laughs into the house, demands her identification, sends her to get the only threatening thing, pretends to be scared of the thing he made her interact with, promises to shoot her in the face, does that, then tells the others, "I think she set it up this way." What? Another one says she did not come at you with boiling water, sir. For him to call her a bitch after coming to her house and murder her is disgusting. As a fellow cop, this is another cop. I absolutely disgusted with this. This was wrong. It was murder, and it's saying I'll fucking die on that hill. Notice I don't understand why he didn't leave the house before they went in her house. Another one said the way he immediately tried to lie to himself that he didn't just murder that woman is insane. Somebody said sad facts. She said, "Please don't hurt me, sir," when she first opened the door. Once she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," his evil ass couldn't take it. You know what? I don't know how true it is, um, and I'm gonna get off these. Hold on, I'm gonna read two more, and then I'm gonna get off these comments because it's a lot of them. And then I'll go back to what I was about to say. Well, no, I'm gonna say that now because it kind of goes with um, this last comment where this person said, once she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," the evil ass couldn't take it. Well, I'm gonna even take it back to when the one before that where it says, she said, "Please don't hurt me, sir," when she first opened the door. And then the comment, once she said, "I rebuke in the name of Jesus," his evil ass could take it. You know how they say some people have, um, some people can see the future, or people can read other people good, or um, feel the energy of people. I think this, now this is me, I think that this was the case. By her opening her door, first thing saying something to him was, "Please don't hurt me, sir." And that's when he was like, "Why would we hurt you? You called us." That's that's boom. So right there, maybe she felt the energy or knew something was wrong with this guy, right? And when he got in the house and she was looking for her ID and everything, she had looked at him, like looked up at him and stared at him. She had to see something in that man because he was looking down at her like she was nothing. And then when she went over by that pot, with her saying, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," she seen something in him. She probably knew that this was about to be it before it even happened. She probably seen it because by her saying, "Don't hurt me, please, sir, don't hurt me," when she first opened her door, and then they finally made it into her house, and then she went over to that pot, she felt it, and that's the reason why she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Hey man, I mean that's just me. Maybe I'm gonna read the next two, and then I'm gonna leave the comments alone. Another one said, "Why didn't they walk out if they thought they would be splashed with hot water? How can you drop a pot of hot water? I'm so confused." Another said, Grayson has been charged with first degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. The release of the footage has sparked national outrage and calls for justice. Let there be justice in this unjustifiable murder. So it's so many other more comments, and I really think I don't need to watch any more of this tonight for real. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this, man. And I'll holler at y'all, man. I might think about just. I'm thinking about starting me a podcast. Might even just start me a whole new channel just to get out this area, and then get the people that support me over here, like my mods and some of the other people, or I might just do gaming slash podcast on this channel. I don't feel like making a whole new channel and go through all that other bullshit. But if I don't make a podcast, and then I just do maybe reaction videos or just what I'm doing now, talking or whatever. But um, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and stories like this, and it's always gonna be some type of stories, but I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna get it done, and y'all gonna see more and more. Y'all gonna hear more and more stories and how I feel about certain things. Maybe on this channel besides so much gaming, because has this channel has been up and down, but it's I think more been at a standstill, and it's just waiting for me to do something so it can either blow up or fucking fall, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna do some research on that, but it ain't gonna be tonight. It's not gonna be tonight because it's already late, and I don't want to be up pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna light me a mile, and um, I really want to play NCAA right now, um, online, but my controller is screwed, and I don't want to get on here playing with these nice people, and then they just straight embarrass me because I'm not good at it, or my joystick, because they gonna hear me complain. My joystick, my joystick, my joystick. But I might still get on that thing and just say, hey, it is what it is. But this shit just bother me, man. It bothers me a lot. I don't even see nobody on for real. So nope, half the people don't even play this shit no more. So alright, man. I'm gonna catch up with y'all later, man. It's been a good one. Peace out. Yeah, bien.